So today we're going to be unboxing and installing some coilovers on the S2000, and not just any coilovers, eBay coilovers. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Russell, aka Medic Magic. And I'm going to be telling you all about why I bought these eBay coilovers and why we're going to put them on the S2000. But first, if you guys aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you're notified when I make new content, hit that thumbs up because it really helps out the channel so I can keep making content like this. So spoiler alert, the reason why I bought these is because of price. That's the only reason people really buy eBay coilovers, is because of the affordability of them. And honestly, these coilovers have come a long way in manufacturing and in quality and basically just overall build. But you're probably saying, why Russell? Why not spend the extra money on the S2000? And I'll tell you why, because I don't have that much money to be spending on the cars like a lot of you guys out there and the people that can relate to this situation. So this is my S2000. It is a 2003 AP1 that has a fully built turbo and fully built has a fully built F20C, and it's turbocharged, pushing about 480 wheel horsepower, probably around 500 the crank. And literally almost everything I've done to it already has been budget. I mean, I wrapped the car myself, budget. The car wasn't that expensive, budget. Everything's budget other than the engine build. So the reason that we're doing the coilovers is because we put an angle kit on it last year, which made the car have a lot of negative camber in the front. Even with the camber plates maxed out that we have, it's really cambered out, so it's really bad. So we need to lift the front end up. We need to get this thing sitting well so it can actually drift, and we need to be able to have the front a little bit higher, a little bit stiffer, and the back a little bit softer so it can sit in those corners and move around. Now what's really interesting is this looks super simple. I'm crossing my fingers that it goes as well as I think it's going to, but there's literally one bolt down here on the lower control arm, and then there's two bolts on top that you have to take off to pull this out of here. So cross our fingers, we're gonna see how quickly we can do this efficiently. It's just me here at the shop today, day 5 of quarantine. Nobody else is here. Maybe Ben might stop by later, but it's just me. So I'm gonna film this all and then just speed it up so you guys can watch it and not be bored with step by step how to take this off.
Think we lost all, but who will take the fall? Who will win it all? You know the cost, still you go through walls. Keep on acting small. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. Try to keep it cool, bending all the rules, bending all the rules. It gets colder, but I hate being cool. I can't be cool to you. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you.
Alright guys, so we're going to lower this down and see if it lifted it up at all, which is counterintuitive with coilovers, but you'll see why. All right, guys, so the install is all complete. We're gonna go home tonight. We're gonna tweak it more probably tomorrow, so stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Peace.